was going to be a great night when we walked out and saw the sea of green. It was an awesome sight. I think that really fired the team up and just got us so engaged. They really did a great job. We struggled a bit at times and they came in with their applause to really help us get going. So I want to thank the crowd for helping us in this victory. But Devereaux Peters had a little something to do with it too, and she had just an amazing game. 16 career high, 16 rebounds. Skylar was unbelievable. Second half, shooting 68%. That was amazing, and we got it going in transition and did a great job defensively.
Coach, I know you believe you can win this game, but to beat Tennessee by 28, what does that say about where your program is?
You know, I think we played well. They're a great team. Strickland coming off an injury, definitely, you know, hampered by her injury. Tabor Spanny tried to play after missing 8 games. I think they were banged up a little bit coming in, but I think the crowd really riled them a little bit. I think that we were able to really keep our composure defensively, and that was the key.
Coach, how did your team stay?
Can you talk a little bit about what's that like to see your team hold Tennessee to its lowest point total ever in its history?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a pretty amazing accomplishment against a team of that caliber. You know, I think we really dug in defensively and helped each other. You know, that just says a lot about the pride we take in our defense.
You talked about this kind of being a good measuring stick for where you guys are in the season. What about big picture? You've now gone 4-0 against UConn and Tennessee in the last 4 games. Where is this as a measuring stick of your program overall?
You know, we're focusing now on the Big East and trying to go through that and take that one game at a time. We really not looking at the big picture right now. I think we feel good about where we are. Our confidence is growing every game. We still have some things to work at and get better at, but I like what I'm seeing.
Do you consider this another case of the luck of the Irish?
Maybe. I don't think I have a comment on that one.
Skylar, talk about you guys were having trouble putting the ball in the bucket the first half along with them. What were you guys thinking? I mean, they were shooting really poorly and you guys weren't able to pull away from them.
I think we got the shots that we normally get and we normally make. They weren't falling. Bad choices on my part and some transition things that, you know, I usually make better decisions and we usually make better decisions as a team. But I mean, Coach told us at halftime, you know, we're getting our shots. We usually make those, and you know, don't be discouraged, keep attacking. And I think in the second half we were more in the attack mode and got some inside post touches and things like that. And you know, that's how we were getting our threes and got layups. We were shooting layups, so you know, we just kept on the attack mode.
Skylar, were you surprised to beat a team with Tennessee's tradition? Look up there at the final score and you're up by 28 points. Does that surprise you?
I don't even think I took a look at the scoreboard until we get so into the game, but you know, just continue to try to execute and play hard. And like I said, when you get in that huddle, you're just worried about coming out. And I think that we understood that a team like Tennessee wasn't going to go down easily, so we had to keep attacking, keep being aggressive. And Coach was saying, get layups, you know, work the ball. And I thought we did a better job of working the ball and really getting layups and finishing.
What's it say about your team, though, when you do beat a team like Tennessee by 28?
I think it gives us a lot of confidence going into this stretch of games. We have St. John's, and you know, we didn't play well the last time we went to St. John's in my freshman year. And, so, you know, we're trying to end that streak of not playing well against a team that's coming up on one of Rutgers. We know they're going to be up for this game. And then, you know, we have Rutgers, DePaul. We got a list of tough teams. Louisville, we got a list of tough teams left in the Big East that we have to focus on. You know, this just brings our focus back to the Big East schedule, and I think it's a good game right in the middle of it.
Scout, well, which gave you, you didn't have hardly any problems, but their zone or their man-to-man, it didn't matter what they were playing defensively.
They switched it up a little bit, but we have offenses that we can run in any of their defenses that they were playing. And I thought particularly we did a good job of making sure we kept moving without the ball. And, you know, just knowing what we're going to be working off each other, inside post touches, relocating on the wing, and using the short corner, flashing through the middle, post running, and just playing off of each other. I thought we did a good job of doing that.
Dev, how are things able to stay positive on the floor when somebody got beat? You might have gotten beat down low, and I saw Skylar right away got at you, and you yelled back at Skylar, and then on the next sequence, you got knocked over, she came down, she picked you up, and she gave you, how does that dynamic work with, being able to stay positive in the heat of the battle like that?
We have short-term memory loss. We can curse each other out 1 minute and be perfectly fine the next second. That's just how we are, and we know that's just, we want each other to play our best game possible. And sometimes we bump heads because we both have pretty strong personalities on the court, so we know we're going to bump heads a little bit, but really we're listening to each other when we're even when we're going at it, and we know what to fix the next play, so we don't have to yell at each other anymore. But it's never anything personal. We just like to yell a little bit, and we know how to take it, so it's not a big deal for us.
Dad, when you were a freshman, I think it was freshman, you lose to Tennessee in the Sweet 16. How far has this program come in your time here that not only can you beat Tennessee, but you can beat them by nearly 30 points?
It just shows a lot how much we've grown. Now, I didn't play in that game that year, but it just showed a lot how much we've grown as a team and as a program, and we're one of those top names now. People have to respect that and know that coming into the game. And in the same sense, freshman year, how we were looking at them, they have to look at us now.
At what point, at one point, Tennessee, I think, had 8 offensive rebounds. You only had 2. How did you turn things around and end up outscoring Tennessee in second chance points?
Well, we got yelled at in the that's a lot of motivation to start doing what you're supposed to do when the coaches get on you during the timeout. But we knew that coming into the game that was going to be really important. They got on us a little bit, and I think a lot of times it was just a couple, like one person or 2 people just not hitting their man and going in, and that's the person that was getting the rebound. So it wasn't something that was that big a change. We just needed to hit them, and then we started doing that after that. We knew it was something that we had to fix, and we did that.
Physical play isn't what you like, but that whole game, it was all you. You were banging back and forth with all their big people. How do you get yourself ready for that kind of physical play underneath?
It's not always about what you like, it's what you got to do to win the game, So they're a physical team, they're a very athletic team. You got to know that off the bat, and it's going to be a battle in there. And if you're going to be soft, you're going to lose. Point blank period, that's how it is. So I still want to play my game and try to move around them and not really fight with them too much, and I think I found a good balance of that today.
Kayla, you missed all of last season, or most of last season, and you come out tonight, play 38 minutes, score 17 points. Can you just talk about where you are as a player and how far you've come?
Like I said, these type of games right in the middle of the Big East, this atmosphere, I think it's just a learning experience for me, playing with these veterans like Skylar and Dev. Just going out there and playing my game, and it just gave me so much confidence in playing with these guys.
But quite honestly, the first 5 minutes, you were the only one on the entire floor hitting a layup. Talk about how that inspired your team.
I think it's just playing off each other. They were pressing us a little bit, and just trying to get the pressure off Sky and just come to the middle and just cutting and doing all the little things that we do in practice every single day. And I think that I don't know, they were just wide open layups, so took them.
Kayla, Deborah led the team with 6 assists. What just makes her such a precision passer? What is it about her passing?
I think she just sees the floor really well, and she sees the double team, or if they're in their face or if they're not, and whether to throw a lob or whether to skip it. I think that's just that we work on in practice every day, and she's been here for a while, so she does have that. So I think she's learning every day, and I think she's just great on all aspects of the floor.
Coach, how does it feel to actually have a winning streak against Tennessee for the first time?
Feels pretty good. Feels pretty darn good. We, this team is actually undefeated against Tennessee, so I need to give all the credit to them.
At one point, Skylar was 1 for 5, 3-2 early. What's your trust level with her to kind of let her work that out for herself on the court?
It's incredibly high. I trust her implicitly. I think that I know she's going to get going. I have total confidence in her ability, and she can turn it around instantly. And I think that she did a really good job of managing her own frustration the way that we started, and really turned it on the second half to hit those threes. She hit some huge shots when the game was a little bit in question, and she hit a shot, and then we got a steal layup, and it was her getting a 5-0 run that I think turned the game around.
You guys seem like you were 5 of 4 forms tonight. You talked about the measuring stick again. Where did you think with the measuring stick? Were you ahead of where you were even when you played Tennessee last year?
I think we're in a really good place right now. I think we're doing a lot of things well on the offensive end, and then defensively, I think we're doing a lot of good things. We're trying to still mix things in. You know, I wasn't real happy with our press tonight. I think that's something that we can get better at. Rebounding was something we can get better at. So I think that we're definitely on a good trajectory right now. We're playing great basketball. I think we played better than we did against UConn. So I think that we continue to look at, as the ranked teams come in, and how we're going to play and how we're going to play on the road. Still a lot of season left.
Coach, it's a weird question, I guess, but do you ever worry about possibly peaking too early with the way the way they're playing right now?
You know, I don't, because I don't think we've painted our masterpiece yet. I think that every game we've seen some glimpses of what we can be. And tonight, you know, 3 of our starters played extremely well. I thought Natalie Chama came off the bench and played well, but I think we can play even better. I think we can all play a little bit better, and I think that we are going to peak at exactly the right time.
Coach, what was your concern about Tennessee going into this game?
Rebounding was my biggest concern, and that proved to be a pretty good concern. Initially, they really did a great job, and I think we were a little surprised. They missed a lot of free throws. They missed a lot of second chance points. That surprised me. You know, I thought that we were really lucky that we were up 10 at halftime, because the way we were playing, it was a little surprising, because they really dominated us on the glass.